quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
down.
Watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have one spot left in the national championship, and it comes down to Oklahoma and Texas. David Ware and Cade Padgett in the booth with you live from Jacksonville, Florida, as these two teams try to punch their ticket to play the Texas A&M Aggies on Monday night. Cade, what quarterback can make the biggest plays of the game?
You know, both of these quarterbacks can make big plays, both in their own way. We go back to late September. Texas defeated Oklahoma in Red River rivalry by a score of 47-27. But I can guarantee you, Mateo Del Este is wanting to rewrite the script tonight.
Texas does get the ball first as Mai with a carry to kick things off, 7 yards. It's a beautiful night here in Jacksonville, 58 degrees, clear skies, very calm winds. It is going to be a great night for some football.
It really is, and Kryzen Mai gets the start. There's 7 yards on the carry. If you read the Big Murph's articles earlier, Kryzen Mai accounts for the most production on this Texas offense.
Here goes Mai running again, the second effort, getting 5 yards, and a Texas first down.
Yeah, 10-stream streak right there from Jordan on the watch, on the stream. Yeah, man, this is an awesome game here. Red River's always a fun game to start conference play, but it's even better here in the semifinals.
Oh, it's absolutely. And Tolbert sacked, a loss of 8. And Jackson McHenry with the sack. And 2nd and 18 will put the Longhorns in a little bit of a risky spot here.
Yeah, Jackson McHenry has been the guy on the season for Oklahoma. You only have 5 guys with sacks on the team, none of them more than 3, except for Jackson McHenry, who gets his 17th right there.
3 receivers to the left for Tolbert. Tolbert throws left, has a receiver. That's going to be Blake Brock, a 16-yard reception, getting all those yards back and then some. 3rd and 2.
Yeah, good job by Chunky Spunky right there, finding Blake Brock out there on the left side. Excuse me, I can't talk right now. And again, turning a 2nd and long into a 3rd and short, where the entire playbook is open for the Texas Longhorns.
At the 49 of Oklahoma, Mai will get the carry. Tried to push his way forward. Will not be able to get the line to gain. 4th and 2 incoming.
And Jackson McHenry again, 2 early TFLs for the defensive end. And again, after Texas kind of got across midfield after the long 2nd down play, Oklahoma's defense stands up and gives senior generational talent Mateo Del Este the ball.
Leroy Peterson, a 9-yard punt return for Oklahoma. Will set up the Sooners at the 21-22 line for this drive. And there is Mateo Del Este, former Offensive Player of the Year. He is a dual threat quarterback, no questions asked. 2 receivers to the right as he hands this one up right up the middle. And that is going to be Oman with an 11-yard carry for the Sooners.
Yeah, Sebastian Oman on the season. He's the leading rusher for this Oklahoma Sooners offense. Over 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns on the ground.
1st and 10, here we go. Del Este dancing around and stumbling forward, loses 2 yards, and great defense by Grayson James.
Yeah, again, Del Este is one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league, and it's because of plays like this. He kind of just gets caught in the background right there, or the backfield, and just gets sacked. GSWL fans, shout out to you, shout out to everybody in the stream watching some semifinal action.
Absolutely. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch as the Sooners taking a shot to the right side. It's a race down this sideline. Charlie Felton pushed out after a 35-yard reception and a Sooner first down.
Yeah, Charlie Felton on the season, only 11 catches, 104 yards, but none bigger than right there. Del Este getting pressure, gets it out to the tight end, and just lets him run it up the sideline to get the Sooners offense well on the move.
Now to the 35 of Texas. Loaded pistol for Del Este and the Sooners. First and 10, and Omen gets the carry, gets to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10.
Yeah, Grayson James says, all right, it's about time the Sooner running attack kind of slows down, and he brings down Omen right at the line of game, maybe a little bit in the backfield, but a good job by Grayson James.
Two receivers to the right now as quickly Del Este throws right. It will be incomplete. Third and 10.
A great play action there by Del Este. You saw the free rusher, looked like Bertie Cole, and he could have just killed Del Este, but he bit on the play action and gave the quarterback a chance to throw it out.
2 by 2 for Del Este. Blitz coming, thrown off his back foot. Has a wide open receiver in the middle of the field. Evan Shan, 27 yards, and a Sooner first down.
Evan Shan right there. You see it. It's just an elongated slant route. Just a seam route right there by Evan Shan. And a good job by Del Este fading off his back foot, finding the wide open receiver. Again, fading off your back foot is never a good job from the quarterback. But Del Este has a wide open Shan, and he's going to make him pay.
Two receivers to the left now, one to the right. Has Del Este in the gun, rolling left, throwing left, and touchdown Sooners!
Yeah, Cruz McKenzie, the Cruz whistle, big tight end, leads the Oklahoma Sooners in receptions. Not yards, but receptions has been really great for Del Este underneath big number 88. His second touchdown on the season for the freshman tight end. And after the time, they're going to review it, David.
Well, I thought he was good, but I'm good with the review, and them toes are dragging all day long.
That's good on Sunday. What are we looking at?
Look, you got to make sure you got it right. We are talking about a ticket to the national championship.
That is very true, and that they do confirm it. I get it, but I mean, that was one of those plays that you may not need to review.
And the extra point up and good by Jay Finkel. I do think the greatest kicker name in all the CFSL.
He's a soccer-style kicker.
And places out is all I have to say about that. As we will see the kickoff return by Texas. Out past the 20, breaking tackles. Cody Scott, 27 yards, and there for a moment, he started to turn the Jets on.
Yeah, he really did. Cody Scott, a good return, setting up Texas in a good spot. But you look at the Oklahoma defense, they really haven't been beaten over the top yet. That's what the Texas Longhorns are. They are built on the big plays and on the arm of Spunky Tolbert.
And Charlie Joe will have her name called before it's all said and done. We'll see if the Sooners can stop it. Here is Tolbert in the gun, quickly throwing left, finding Barry Thomas, a 7-yard reception.
Yeah, Barry Thomas underneath is always going to be a good option to find. Brought down on the play by Lincoln Busby, the freshman outside linebacker out of Chicago, Illinois. But again, 7 yards on first down, you're never going to complain.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left as Tolbert throws right, has a receiver. That's going to be a first down as Charlie Joe gets her first catch of the night.
Yeah, David, you call her name and she gets a catch. So, I mean, who's going to get the next pass? Who you call your shot right now?
McDonald, Luther McDonald, the freshman, will receive the next catch is what I'm calling.
Okay, so if Luther McDonald gets it, we are confirming that David Ware is psychic. If not, he's just full of it.
I mean, absolutely. 2 receivers to the left for Tolbert. He throws left, finds his receiver. That's going to be Barry Thomas. The next receiver to get his first catch is what I meant.
Oh, the next receiver, not the next pass catcher. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I understand. I'm on the same page as you now.
All right. Well, 2 receivers to the right. Play action. Taking a shot deep down the right side. It is caught. Downfield. Touchdown.
And David Ware does call his shot. One play later, he is the next receiver, and Luther McDonald right down the field, and that is the big playability that is Texas. And 2 touchdowns, David. Both of them have been scored by players wearing number 88. As a Dallas Cowboy fan, that just warms my heart.
Good old Michael Irvin back in the day when they actually won playoff games.
You know what? We're trying to get back there. It's not happened recently, but we're trying.
So here we go. 4:56 is left in the first quarter. This kickoff will be returned, making a few cuts out to about the 25. Leroy Peterson, a 24-yard return.
We got a hype train coming up close. 100 bits from Ben, 200 from 4CD, 200 from James. The hype train is on the verge of leaving the station.
And I'm going to predict now Cruz McKenzie with the reception. We'll see as the play action. Rolling right, throwing, and Del Este doing what Del Este does. Del Este marching downfield. A 28-yard run. Del Este, this is why he was once Offensive Player of the Year, point blank.
Yeah, and he is a senior, and he doesn't want his last playoff game to be a loss to the Texas Longhorns. And you see him running through defenders, gets great downfield blocking, and it's Cease Miller that ends up stopping him, saving a touchdown. But that one play, that one heroic effort by Mateo Del Este has them across midfield.
Two receivers to the left as we're going to get a running play from Omen. He is brought down after a 2-yard gain. And number 21, Jackson Lucas, in on the tackle.
And we've traded touchdowns, but we want to see who's going to get it done. Who wins this one? Is it Texas or is it Oklahoma? Wager those channel points. Go get you an early Christmas gift.
Del Este throwing across the middle. Finds Hayward Crocker Jr., 17-yard reception, 1st and 10.
You guys got 5 minutes on that prediction. 5 minutes. Go be a degenerate gambler for the next 5 minutes and see who's going to win. 50 bits from that dude, 25 bits from Nick 19, Nick 1979. You guys are loving it tonight.
So you guys, it is now Biddy Thursday. So show me the biddies on Thursday. Let me enjoy this hype train. Help a brother out. That's all I got to say. Two receivers to the left for Del Este. He will throw left as his receiver. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
I didn't say it with contempt in terms of for my despise for the Longhorns, but more so for the Oklahoma Sooners and the Longhorns, how much they despise each other.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left for Del Este. Play action. Del Este is going to scramble right. Del Este with the 1st down and more. Del Este making some moves, 13 yards and a Sooner 1st down.
You got another 100 bits from Ben, your favorite biddy donator, 100 bits from OG Vaughn. The bits are starting to roll in the second semifinal game. David Ware, we're going to have an all Big 12 national title. Which one of these teams is going to join Texas A&M?
Hey, Dini with the 100 bits. Yeah, Big 12 championship is going to be awesome. Omen up the middle and still on his feet, 7 yards. Omen refusing to let the play in.
Yeah, Sebastian Omen right there just laying on the bodies of defenders. Almost got back up with the Longhorns with the awareness to finish shoving them down.
Loaded pistol now for Del Este. Going to go triple option. He keeps it himself. Touchdown Sooners!
Mateo Del Este doing it all net at the goal line. The Longhorns had to stop, but Del Este is just a little too strong to push that ball over the line and get the Sooners into the end zone. 14-7 lead with 3:03 left in this first quarter. The first semifinal game was absolute fireworks. David, it seems like we could be in for another one of those here in this game.
It absolutely does have that appearance. Cody Scott with the return out past the 20 to about the 24, 22 yards on the return as we see the great touchdown there. And both offensive plays that led to touchdowns were just nasty.
Yeah, and again, Oklahoma doing what Oklahoma does, running it down their throat, getting some quick passes, but Texas is the big play ability. Let's see if they go quick play here as well.
Two receivers to the left, pump fake for Tolbert. Tolbert, the big guy, making some cuts, running over defenders. Tolbert, 5 yards, starts left, cuts inside, and then cuts to the right and gets a 5-yard carry.
And Spunky's showing the fancy feet right there. Tyler, no matter who wins, can we have both ADs in the booth? We would love that, but we already have a plan for who's going to be calling the game on Monday.
And Tolbert throwing right, finds Mai out the backfield. It's a 6-yard reception, 1st and 10.
And good job by Kreis and Mai catching that one, backing his way out of bounds. Spunky Tolbert, a cool 6 of 6 for 95 yards so far tonight.
Two receivers to the right, quickly throwing to the right. Casillas with a 7-yard reception.
And Spunky Tolbert doing a great job spreading it around. We've called Luther McDonald. We've called Charlie Joe. We've called Kreis and Mai. We've called Barry Thomas. Now we call Mateo Casillas. Everyone's getting involved.
Grin with some bits, and Ben coasting 1,000 bits is cries and my an 11-yard carry, first down. But man, thank you so much, Ben, for the 1,000 bits. Tom Grin with the 5 gifted subs.
Yeah, the biddies and the gifted subs rolling out here. It has been awesome tonight.
Level 3 already as my tries to get into the second level there, picks up 1 yard.
DT Hall catching shade at the chat. No one wants to hear him call a game. Oh man, that's awesome. I would love to have the 80s in some halftime calls. I think that would be a really cool option to explore.
2nd and 9, and a nice running play as Marshall Madden tries to get something going. The linebacker taken down.
Yeah, the generational talent linebacker / halfback. He does a little bit of everything for this Longhorn defense or Longhorn team. He leads them in tackles. 300 bits from Mike. The hype train is well on its way, well going. The train has left the station, I believe.
61% way through level 3. Let's keep it going. We did hit level 5 earlier. Tolbert throw into the middle as his receiver Quan King, a 12-yard reception, 4th and 1.
Yeah, I love the decision to go for it here, David. Spunky is feeling himself. That Oklahoma offense is feeling himself. You got to match the tempo.
Bunches to the left. Tolbert throwing right, has a receiver. It's going to be a first down for the Longhorns. It was 4th and 1, and they convert. A much-needed play, but oh, goodness.
Oh, no. Where is the flag? Well behind the play by Charlie Joe, just completely unnecessary. Takes away a 4th down conversion and a backbreaker for the Texas Longhorns.
And now they're forced to punt after they converted the 4th down. We have 100 bits from that dude, 100 bits from Ben, and 100 bits from OG Vaughn, 24-16. And we have a for the brand moment.
Dude, you know what? If we got a for the brand moment, this is not quite. It's inside the 20, so it's kind of a for the brand.
There we go. 1st and 10 for the Sooners, up 14-7. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And Del Este keeping down the read option, and the defense sniffed that one out perfectly.
Yeah, Grayson James, 4th stop of the night, 2nd one in the backfield. Again, this is how you stop Oklahoma. You got to send a little bit of pressure. You got to have someone for the dive man, and then you got to have someone for the keeper.
So now 2nd and 14. 2 receivers to the left for Del Este. Blitz is coming. He throws right, finds Omen. It's a 1-yard reception. 3rd and 13 deep in their own territory.
Yeah, good job by Sebastian Omen just holding on to that one, but a better job by the Texas defense, keeping Oklahoma well behind the chains. They are fully capable of being explosive, but this is not where they want to operate.
At their own 14 under pressure, Del Este hit. Does find Hayward Crocker Jr. an 8-yard reception, and that will give the punter a little bit of room to work with.
Yeah, Del Este recognized the situation. He's not going to get the first down, so we got to get a little bit of yards to give our punter a little bit of room, but the clock is going to hit 0.
And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, Oklahoma on top 14-7. Stay tuned. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. And welcome back to the second quarter. David Ware, Cade Padgett, as we will see who plays the Aggies for the national championship on Monday night. This game is starting out fantastic. Here's a return. Cody Scott trying to get the edge. Almost gets the edge, 18 yards, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Cody Scott is a former All-American in returns, and he's showing it right there. David, we're sitting at about 55 viewers across all platforms. Go ahead and call your moms and dads and get them in here, guys.
And Tolbert going to the middle, has a receiver, Charlie Joe, 16 yards. She catches it and is getting hit all at the same time and holds on to it.
And somehow Charlie Joe gets up and does a little bit of showboating after that catch. What a hit. I mean, David, from Thunder Rain, that hurt me.
I mean, it was impressive. 2 by 2 now for Tolbert. 5 to his left. Play action. And taking a shot to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And just a strike from Spunky Tolbert into Mateo Macias. Devin Dudley was there. Tolbert threw it to Macias late. He had him deep, and Dudley had a chance, and Dudley just mistimed his jump. Macias just stood all alone. And for an easy pitch and catch, it's a touchdown for the Longhorns, and we're getting a whole lot of biddies right now.
We are 100 from Ben, 400 from 4CD, 200 from OG Vaughn. Thank you guys so much. We are here in the playoffs. Monday night will be the national championship. We have hit level 4 of the hype train, and this is another nice return. Special teams all night tonight been making some nice returns.
And David Michael right there getting an extra 5 to 10 on that return, just running through tacklers, setting up the Sooner offense pretty good.
1st and 10 now. 2 receivers to the right, going to the left for Del Este. Del Este quickly throws left, finds Ullman, almost found a defender, but Ullman brings it in for a 10-yard reception. Our first Tony 10 of the night.
Yeah, for between both games, our first Tony 10. It's about time we said it.
So here we go, 2nd and inches. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ullman in the backfield will get the carry. Ullman up the middle. Ullman just breaking some tackles, 14 yards, and a Sooner first down.
Yeah, it's a bad omen for the Texas defense. Yes, I went there. When Sebastian Ullman gets it going through the air and on the ground, and he is doing just that on this drive.
At the 49 now with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ullman in the backfield. He will throw to the right. Cruz McKenzie, the recipient of the Del Este pass.
A good catch by Cruz McKenzie, but Griffin Moreland a better tackle right there. We have our prediction results. 59% win on Texas with 63.7K. 41% win on Oklahoma with 44.7K.
And Del Este hands this one off to Ullman. Ullman breaking the first tackle. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th all hit at the same time. A 6-yard loss. Brewer credited with the tackle for loss.
I mean, again, this is how you stop any good running team. It's by tackling in bunches. And you see a whole herd of Longhorns right there. There's 11 defenders on the field. Half of them were bringing them down.
Hit the empty set, 2 to the left, 3 to the right for Del Este. He's taking a shot to the right, and one-on-one coverage. Cease Miller, a huge deflection, probably just saved a touchdown.
Cease Miller is playing with fire. He gave the receiver a step and played back, and then he caught up in phase. He said, I'm going to bait you, Del Este. Throw me this ball.
And that punt goes out of bounds. I believe just outside the 20-yard line. Actually, they're going to say it's at the 36, so not the punt you were looking for. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Tolbert. 5 in the backfield, comes out for a pass. Tolbert under pressure, throws right. It will be incomplete, 2nd and 10.
That's Bucky Tolbert's first incompletion of the night, David. We saw in the first game, A&M Iowa, the offenses were high flying and early. We saw it here tonight too, but again, the defenses are waking up in the 2nd quarter.
And by getting a carry here, and goodness, he was hit awfully hard. 2 yards on the carry, but a devastating hit.
Yeah, Kryzen Mai, the transfer from Alabama, doing work for the Longhorns, but again, the Sooners see it quicker, and they only get him for a 2-yard gain.
Trips to the right, and 2 receivers to the left for Tolbert. Blitz is coming under pressure, sacked, a loss of 8. Tolbert goes down, and that was Misha Smith, the junior, with her first sack of the night.
And only the 3rd sack of the season for Smith, but better coverage on the back end by the Sooner defense, forcing Spunky Tolbert to hold that ball longer than he wanted to, and coming down on the sack. And again, that's what Oklahoma needs to do. We're going to play top down. We're not going to get beat deep, and we're going to let this D-line try to get to Spunky.
And here is the punt, and it will be returned to Leroy Peterson. 8 yards on the return.
And good job by Peterson getting what he can right there. And Oklahoma going to start right at the 40-yard line. Great field position for the Sooners.
Absolutely. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Del Este. He rolls right. He does throw right, finds Charlie Felton for a 0-yard gain.
Yeah, Marshall Madden was there, went right with Felton. And Felton, I don't know how he managed to hold on to it. Typically, Marshall Madden is really good at knocking those balls away.
He has been for sure, as Del Este now, 2nd and 10. He takes off and runs, gets to the outside edge. Del Este downfield. A huge first down for the Sooners.
And the Longhorn defense had done a good job for slowing Del Este down for the last couple of drives. But right there, you see it. Nothing is open. and he's going to scramble to the backside. It's going to take Cease Miller and Griffin Moreland pushing Del Este out, but not until it's a big first down for Oklahoma.
At the 41 of the Longhorns. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Del Este. Omen in the backfield blocking. Throwing left, Matt Miller with the deflection. He read that one all the way.
Out route to the backside for Del Este, and he threw it late. That is easy pickings for Matt Miller. Great deflection by the corner.
2 receivers to the left now, 1 to the right. Del Este under pressure, throws left, finds a receiver. Evan Shan, 15 yards and a first down.
Yeah, Evan Shan, 3rd catch of the night on the season. He's right in about a 4-way tie with Cruz McKenzie, Leroy Peterson, Ace West, and Shan. They're all between 45 and 50 catches, and Shan, 3rd on the team with 660 yards, 2nd on the team with 5 touchdowns coming into this one, has been a very reliable target for Del Este.
At the 27-yard line now, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Omen gets the carry up the middle, breaking 2 tackles. Omen still on his feet. It takes at least 5 defenders to get him down, and it is 1st and goal for the Sooners.
Sebastian Omen showing why he is the bad omen for the Longhorn defense. I'm going to do that as many times as I can. How many tackles is Sebastian Omen going to break on this play to get him inside the goal to go?
I counted 6 broken tackles. The 7th one brought him down. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Omen to the left of Del Este, who takes off and runs. Del Este inside the 5 to about the 3 will be 2nd and goal.
Del Este is looking for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night, but the Longhorns said, hold on, not so fast. It's a good carry by Del Este inside the 5. Texas needs to stand up and have a little bit of a stonewall mentality.
2 receivers to the left. Omen will get the carry going right, and touchdown Sooners!
And Matt Miller met Sebastian Omen at about the 2-yard line and had a chance to bring him down, but you see Sebastian Omen here. Lowers his shoulder, gets his off arm up underneath Matt Miller's pads, and just drives him in for 6. 7 plays, 58-yard touchdown. And with 4:48 left, Oklahoma back on top, 21-14.
And we do have an exciting game coming your way. Both these Big 12 teams fighting for their chance to play Texas A&M in the national championship on Monday, as the Longhorns with Cody Scott returning the ball 31 yards.
And you can rip off 25, 30 yards each time Cody Scott touches the ball. This Longhorn offense is going to be in great position, starting at the 32-yard line here.
Yeah, Cody Scott is one of the best returners in the CFSL. Tolbert goes right, has a receiver, Charlie Joe, 13 yards, and a Longhorn first down.
3rd catch of this first half for Charlie Joe. She has been efficient. The senior out of Athens, Ohio, has over 1,000 yards on the year.
By in the backfield behind Tolbert in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Throwing left, drops it in the breadbasket. It's a first down and more. Barry Thomas with the little Derrick Henry stiff arm.
Yeah, look at this corner route right here by the tight end. It's not my favorite, but one of my favorite routes in the CFSL. Why? Because it's just a backward slant route, and it is so hard to cover. Your big tight ends, you put a corner on them, they're too small. You put a linebacker on them, they're too slow.
So now 1st and 10. An absolutely gorgeous pass from Tolbert. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tolbert with a stiff arm, a 2nd stiff arm, but look at that. 6 yards on the carry, and what an impressive job by Alexander Carter, who was the recipient of the first stiff arm and still came up and got the tackle.
Chunky Spunky's protecting that football like it's a sandwich. Good Lord, what a stiff arm.
3 receivers to the left now, and Mai will get the carry. He has met the moment he's handed the ball. Loses 3 is Jackson McHenry in on the tackle for loss, his 3rd of the ball game.
Again, those delayed draws give tackles an opportunity to undercut the offensive lineman, and McHenry does just that and brings down Mai for the TFL.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Tolbert. He's going to take a shot to the end zone. It is intercepted. The Sooners defense, Devin Dudley, the junior, making the interception and saving a touchdown. And is that a one-handed pick?
I am speechless. Mateo Macias had Devin Dudley dead to rights. and Dudley just stuck his hand up there and one hand snagged it.
Del Este will keep it, hands it off to Omen, a 16-yard carry. I am still blown away by the Dudley interception, Caden.
I'm in that boat with you. I mean, Dudley step for step with Macias, and I mean Macias hasn't beat, but a one-hander when you're beat in the end zone, wow.
So now 1st and 10 for Del Este. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Omen in the backfield, play action, rolls right. Del Este's going to take off and run, cuts back inside. Del Este runs over the first defender, finally is taken down by Lindholm.
Yeah, he saw Cease Miller kind of just standing there and stopped his feet, cut inside, and Jakob Lindholm, the freshman of Karlstad, Sweden, brings him down for an 8-yard gain.
2nd and 2 now for the Sooners. Omen will get the carry right up the middle. And Omen, he has got to have double digits in broken tackles already.
Yeah, I'm going to say it again. It's a bad omen when Sebastian Omen gets going for this Longhorn defense. I mean, he is I'm going to say it as many times as I can. He is a bad man.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Del Este will take off. Del Este met at the line, sacked for a loss of 7. Bernie Cole getting in there and quickly bringing him down.
Yeah, I know Bernie Cole's going to get credit with it, but Del Este kind of just ran right into the backside of his center, and the only reason he did that was because Bernie Cole did drive him backwards.
2nd and 19, rolling left is Del Este, throwing left, almost threw that one away. Great deflection by the Longhorns, Griffin Moreland.
He saw Griffin Moreland right there trying to get some daps from his defense. They said, nah, you got to catch it in order to get some daps.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Del Este going to go halfback screen to Omen at the bottom of the screen. And Omen only able to actually lose 1 yard. It will be 4th and 20, and the punt team for the Sooners will be coming out.
Yeah, great job by Texas right here. I mean, 3rd and screen, it's a play that we know all too well in the CFSL. But again, we saw it converted a handful of times in the Iowa A&M game, but Texas does a better job here running through the blockers and bringing down Sebastian Omen.
What is going on, Allie? We appreciate you joining us from YouTube, one of our 3 platforms that we are streaming live on right now. Here is a punt. It will be returned by Texas. It's going to be Cody Scott, and a 10-yard return. So 1st and 10, the Sooners have an opportunity, the Longhorns have an opportunity to tie it up here. Tolbert in the gun. Under pressure, throws right, finds Marshall Madden, a 1-yard reception.
Yeah, good job, good catch by Marshall Madden. But again, if you're Texas, 1:45 left, 3 timeouts, try to push it downfield a little bit.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tolbert throws to the middle. Finds Luther McDonald, an 8-yard reception, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, 8 yards for number 88, and I love the idea that Texas is going to try to bleed a little bit of clock here. At the 42, 43 going out, with all the timeouts in the world, they have control of this one right here.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to throw to the top, and this is going to be Luther McDonald, a 7-yard reception, and a Longhorn 1st down.
We saw McDonald get involved on the deep touchdown early in the game. He is Texas's 3rd leading receiver, 786 receiving yards, 4 receiving touchdowns on the season. Mateo Macias and Charlie Joe above him, both with 7 apiece. But McDonald is as electric as any playmaker in the league.
There is Tolbert taking a shot deep down the left side. One-on-one coverage. Devin Dudley has already won that battle once. This one, he knocks it down.
Yeah, Dudley's getting tired of us talking about the interception or the play where he missed time to jump and Texas got the touchdown. He's trying to get another pick here.
Here is Tolbert. The blitz is picked up by Mai. Throws right. Finds Barry Thomas, a 9-yard pickup, 3rd and 1. But that does not happen without Kreis and Mai with the block.
No, it doesn't. It's a team effort. Mai does a great job buying his quarterback some time. And then Barry Thomas getting downfield and stretching forward for as many yards as he can get.
Tight end in motion from left to right across midfield. Tolbert keeps it on the option, loses 2 yards. That's going to bring up 4th and 3.
Now Wesley Wiersma right there bringing down Tolbert. 4th and 3, like you said. A little bit of no man's land, David. Would you justify, could you go for it?
47 seconds left. I would, but apparently Texas would not.
Well, I get why they're not going to go for it because let's say you go for it and you don't get it or you get sacked or whatever the case is. Oklahoma's in great field position to go get some more points to start or to end this first half. But I love the decision here by Texas to bleed as much clock as they can.
Yeah, and I'm shocked Oklahoma not taking a timeout. They are just as content to go to halftime. They're going to have probably about 10 seconds, assuming this punt is returned. And it looks like an arm punt downfield. It's not returned, but we'll be at 9 seconds. 1st and 10. They haven't seen many deep shots for Oklahoma, but this seems like an Ace West play right here.
It could be, but with 9 seconds left, they could also just run it and get out of the half.
And it is going to be a running play for Omen, and 3 yards on the play, and the clock will wind down. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached halftime here in the CFSL. 21-14, Oklahoma on top over the Longhorns. A very good defensive battle with a couple big plays that we've seen from both teams, Cade. How well is ball management and tempo going to dictate the rest of this game?
It's going to depend. I mean, again, we've seen one turnover and a magnificent turnover on the interception by Devin Dudley. So whoever has this ball last is really going to have full control of this game. You know, and it's one of those things that these teams have already duked it out earlier in the season, and Texas won convincingly. So you have to think that Oklahoma came into this game with a little bit of chip on their shoulder, a little bit of better understanding of how to attack the Longhorns, and they're doing just that. And I was talking to Ryan before the game. He said, look, there have been 3 overtime games in this playoffs. 2 of them have included Oklahoma, and 1 has included Texas. So it would not shock me in the slightest if we get our 4th overtime of this playoffs, and it includes both of these teams.
Look at that time of possession, even at 9 minutes apiece. That is absolutely wild. Oklahoma with a slight advantage in total offensive yards. But this has really been a back-and-forth battle. We'll see what Oklahoma can do to start the second half. And this kick will be returned. It's at the 1 coming out, past the 20, out past the 30 to about the 34. A fantastic return by Leroy Peterson.
Yeah, Leroy Peterson knows that, again, they can push this to a point where Texas starts getting a little bit uncomfortable here if Oklahoma can get a touchdown.
And Del Este goes under center, tight end in motion from left to right. 2 receivers to the right. And Del Este throws left, finds Charlie Felton for a 2-yard reception.
Jakob Lidholm on the stop right there. Felton's 3rd catch of the night. Timoteo Del Este, only 4 incompletions. He's been very efficient, but again, after a lot of early fireworks, these defenses have really settled into what they want to do.
Now at the 38, 2 receivers to the right. Omen in the backfield blocking as Del Este throws right, tries to hit the slant route. Incomplete thanks to the defense. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Step for step with the wide receiver with Cease Miller knocking that one away. Good job by the Longhorns.
2 receivers to the right now, 1 to the left for Del Este under pressure. The blitz is picking up, takes a shot downfield. It is intercepted again. Holy cow, a huge interception. Now both teams have one, but the one-on-one coverage and Matt Miller, an exceptional play.
Yeah, Matt Miller, the junior, the 5-star junior, 2 interceptions on the season, gets his 3rd right there. It's the first turnover of the night that Texas defense is forced. Getting back for that missed touchdown earlier on the Devin Dudley interception and gives Spunky Tolbert in this offense a chance to tie it. And we are going to be neck and neck the rest of this second half.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Pump fake from Tolbert, taking a shot deep down the left side. In quadruple coverage, Charlie Joe brings in a 29-yard reception. What a gutsy call right there by Tolbert.
It is not about the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. Charlie Joe at 5'11" went up over not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Oklahoma Sooner defenders to come down with that one.
Now at the 30 of Oklahoma with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tolbert in the gun by behind blocking. Picks up the blitz. Tolbert throws right. It will be completed by Barry Thomas with a 4-yard reception.
Good job by Barry right there, right? I'm not putting 6 guys on Charlie Joe. I just don't want to do that.
And 3 receivers to the left for this play for Tolbert. Mai is in the backfield. He comes out for a pass as Tolbert takes a shot to the left side. A wide open Charlie Joe. You cannot leave her open like that. 21 yards. It's going to be first and goal for the Longhorns.
No, you cannot leave her open. 10 for 122 and a touchdown last week. She's picking up right where she left off. And she has been a killer to defenses all season on the deep routes, on the out routes, just about every route that Texas has in their route tree. Charlie Joe runs it successfully.
At the 5 of the Sooners now, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mai in the backfield will come out. The halfback screen to Mai, and Mai able to slip through for a little bit, but still loses 1 yard. It could have been worse.
Yeah, Misha Smith read that one the whole way. You see it stride for stride with Cries and Mai. Smith doesn't end up bringing down Mai, but the Sooner defense is there in bunches. Lamar Carr bringing down Mai for the loss.
Second and goal now from the 7. 2 receivers to the left, Mai in the backfield, full back in front of Tolbert, pump fakes to the left, under pressure, Tolbert avoids the first sack, throws this one out of bounds, 3rd and goal. Tolbert's ability to extend the play and not take a sack.
Yeah, that dude is a fridge in the backfield, and you're going to need to bring more than one guy to bring him down. Good job by Tolbert standing up and getting rid of that one.
2 by 2 now for Tolbert. Halfback screen to Mai. Mai trying to get the outside edge. Mai gets inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 3-yard reception, 4th and goal.
One player to beat for the touchdown, and it was Wesley Wiersma, and he does bring down Cries and Mai. And there's a flag on this play, David.
And it's going to be false start on the offense. Going to back up the field goal attempt just a little bit, maybe even make it a little bit easier for Banks, the junior kicker. As we will see, here is the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So ladies and gentlemen, with 7:01 left in the 3rd, Oklahoma on top 21-17. You're watching live on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, 3 platforms, and we're here to provide you excellent playoff action here in the CFSL. Thank you all for joining us. David Michael, a 27-yard return for the Sooners.
Yeah, David, I talked to Ryan Moreland before the game, and we all know Ryan Moreland's success as a player in this league. And I asked him, I said, "This is your first time in the semis as an athletic director, as a what's different about it?" I'll talk about it after this play.
1st and 10, Del Este hands it off to Omen. I have a feeling that you have an omen about what he said.
I do have an omen about it. He said it's much different as a coach. There's more pressure, but it also makes the wins that much sweeter. He said Texas is ready. We've worked hard to get to this point, and we aren't ready for our season to end. Expect the Longhorns to fight tooth and nail tonight. And as you can see, a 4-point game in the middle of the 3rd quarter. It's tooth and nail so far.
2nd and 11 as Omen with the big run, 10 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Sooners.
Sebastian Omen averaging 6.5 a carry right now, but Oklahoma only 1 for 5 on the money down so far tonight. Texas is showing blitz.
2 receivers to the left and read option for Del Este. He makes some cuts, picks up the 1st down. It's an 8-yard carry. 1st and 10 for the Sooners.
Yeah, 10 for 70 is Del Este, and I asked DT Hall about Del Este, and I'll talk about it after this play, but I love that DT Hall actually gave me a quote for this one. 2
receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Del Este quickly throws to Omen out of the backfield. Will be a 6-yard reception, 2nd and 4.
A good catch by Sebastian Owen, but I asked DT Hall, I said, Del Este's a senior, he's playing in his last couple of games. What would it mean to you, to him, and the team to get it done tonight and move on to the finals on Monday?
Here we go, Del Este throwing to the middle, has his receiver, Bruce McKenzie, 14 yards.
And as you can see, Del Este's being efficient right now, and DT Hall said, look, he was part of the first class that came back to Oklahoma when we brought it back. It's been a fun ride. We've accomplished everything that we've wanted to. He just needs 2 more wins to complete the perfect career for him, Mateo Del Este.
Loaded pistol for Del Este, and holy cow, David Michael with the carry. But I'll tell you what, that was it wasn't Quan King. That was, I believe, Cease Miller in the backfield almost disrupted that one.
Yeah, good job by the Texas defense. Slowed him down to a 3-yard gain. Oklahoma in 5 wide here.
Interesting for 2nd and 7. Del Este throwing right. Finds his receiver. It's going to be 3rd and 1. It's Hayward Crocker Jr. with the reception.
Every time we look at an Oklahoma receiver, it seems they're sitting up about 3 or 4 catches. So Del Este's doing a really great job of spreading the love around tonight.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Del Este. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to keep it himself. Del Este at the 20, the PX1 Sports red zone. 1st and 10 for the Sooners.
And Mateo Del Este, 11th carry of the night, approaching 80 yards on the ground. Again, he is the bell cow that moves this Oklahoma offense.
3 receivers to the left now. Del Este will keep it again. Del Este with a cut. A 9-yard pickup. And real quick, 20-stream streak from Leewind. Great job, my friend. We appreciate you tuning in as the Sooners are at the 11 here. 2nd and 1. Del Este, tight end in motion. In the gun. Play action, throwing left. Finds his receiver. And all the way down to the 1 is Hayward Crocker Jr.
4th catch of the night for Crocker, 40 yards on those 4 catches. A 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The Sooners are knocking on the door to push this to a 2-score game.
Del Este is in prime position here. He throws to the back. Incomplete, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, there's a pretty girl in the 3rd row that Del Este saw. He wrote his number on that ball beforehand, and you know what? Shoot or shoot at any point.
2nd and goal, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Now it's going to be the read option. He keeps it himself, loses 3. 3rd and goal for the Sooners.
That's probably the best play that I've seen the Longhorn defense do tonight. That read option with Del Este on the edge is deadly to stop. Most teams don't have an answer for it, but Del Este got absolutely flattened at the end of that play.
3rd and goal now. Let's see what they dial up. Omen with the carry. Touchdown, Sooners!
And if Del Este can't get it done, Sebastian Omen will. He is not even touched until he gets into the end zone. An absolute backbreaker of a drive. 13 plays for the Oklahoma Sooners, and it culminates in an 11-point lead with under 4 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Absolutely a great drive, a methodical drive even possibly is a great way to put it. As we see the kickoff return by Cody Scott. Cody Scott making some moves. Cody Scott across midfield. One guy to beat. Cody Scott, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Longhorns!
Alexander Carter had a chance to bring down Cody Scott, and he was a half-foot short. I mean, it's a great return by Cody Scott, David, but what gets me going is the pancake blocks on the edge, just absolutely demolishing the Sooner return or blocking team right there. And just when we thought Oklahoma was going to push it out in front, Texas says, not so fast.
An absolute fantastic response, and you expect nothing less as these 2 teams fighting for their spot in the national championship. Ryan Moreland, D.T. Hall, 2 very good athletic directors giving it their all for their teams tonight as Leroy Peterson, a 22-yard return.
Yeah, and again, just kind of go back to Cody Scott right there. Cody Scott is now going to move up past Trevor Austin for 5th all-time in return yards. In a career, he's got over 4,000 return yards, David.
Yeah, an absolute phenomenal career for Cody Scott. There's a reason he has won All-American, showing out in the big game for the Longhorns. As we look at some highlights from this game, the resilience of the Longhorns not giving up. But now the question is, what do the Sooners do? Can they come right back with the punch of their own? Del Este has 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, keeps it on the read option, met in the backfield, breaking tackles, stays on his feet for a 6-yard gain, but really avoided a negative play there.
Yeah, Del Este doing it all. And for those of you that are in this stream that don't know who Himateo Del Este is, I don't know if you've been living under a rock, but let me read you some stats after this play.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Del Este will keep it. Fights off the first defender. He is sacked for a 1-yard loss. Before you give out stats, I'm just going to say the first part of his name is him, and there's a reason for it.
Yeah, because he is him. I'm not even going to go into the stats because I would keep talking for about 5 plays in a row. But there's a reason he's the letterhead of the CFSL website. Freshman of the Year in Season 21. Season 23, Offensive Player of the Year, Most Improved, Offensive Player of the Week, and All-American in Season 23. Del Este really does do it all.
3rd and 5, quickly passing to the right. Del Este finds a receiver. It's a first down. It's Sebastian Oman out of the backfield with a 13-yard reception.
Yeah, good job on the screen pass. 400 bits from 4 CDs, 7 bits from Ghoul and Chat. Even in the third quarter, the biddies are still rolling in.
We appreciate each and every one of you tight ends swapping places here for Del Este. Play action. He throws to the middle, a very tight window. He finds Evan Chan. That's an 11-yard pickup. But goodness, how do you get the ball through that window?
Somehow, some way, Mateo Del Este will find a way to get it done. My goodness.
1st and 10 now. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 4 down linemen for the Longhorns. Jet sweep, or they fake it as Del Este loses 2 yards on the carry.
Jakob Lidholm on the stop right there. One of the few times Del Este's been brought down in the backfield. David, we forgot to mention it earlier. Del Este's rushing touchdown ties him with generational talent Taylor James for the most rushing touchdowns in the modern era at 50.
A very exceptional career as Del Este keeps it himself, cuts back inside. After starting on the outside will be a 14-yard carry and a Sooner first down.
And Del Este's not done yet. 100 more on the ground. He's closing in on Bo Yost for 3rd all-time in rushing yards. He's 20 broken tackles behind. Yeah, how is a quarterback going to be leading the modern era in all major rushing categories?
He has been a fantastic weapon, and Del Este taking off a loss of 2, but he very much could have been a much bigger loss.
And it really could have. And again, it speaks to the ability of Del Este that he knows he's going to get sacked. So he's going to try to step up and get what he can. Nonetheless, it still goes down as a sack, albeit only a 2-yard loss.
We're getting some love from Ben in the chat. We appreciate you very much, saying our voices sound great together. So music to the ears. As here go the jet sweep, and Ace West loses 3 yards.
Ace West should have gone more north-south right there as Dakota Dunn. You see him setting the edge with that offhand. Has a chance to shed the block and bring down the receiver running the ball for a big tackle for loss.
At the 41 of Texas, Del Este has 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end in motion from left to right. In the gun is Del Este, throws left, finds his receiver Evan Chan, a 12-yard catch, but they're going to say he was out of bounds.
He is short of the line to gain 4th and 4. I don't hate the decision to go to a field goal. It'll put it at a 7-point game, but I would have loved to see Oklahoma be aggressive and go for it.
And here is the kick. It is up, and the kick is good. Jay Finkel with the field goal extends their lead 31-24. We have 1:03 left in the 3rd quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank all of you as much as I should, because we are so grateful for the CFSL Nation here Thursday night as we're talking playoffs and a chance at the national championship. Cody Scott here, a nice return, 32 yards. But Cade, this has been an absolute wild ride through the playoffs this season.
It really has, and it seems that we're saving the best for last, David. First semifinal, Iowa A&M was a slugfest of offense. This is much more of a defensive battle, but still awesome.
Well, it's not over yet as Tolbert finding Charlie Joe Mama. She is now over 100 yards receiving. It is 1st and 10 for the Longhorns.
And Spunky Tolbert is 1 yard shy of the 300-yard mark on the night. Finding his good receivers now. It's one of those things, man. When these two teams always meet up, David, you know it's going to be awesome, but this is even better.
From the 42 of the Sooners, 3 down linemen. Tolbert in the gun. Blitz is picked up, throws left. A touch out of bounds.
So I want to preface it, like, I understand that the offenses in this game are going, but we had almost 100 points scored in the first semifinal game. This is a much more defensive battle in retrospect.
Quickly throwing right is Tolbert, finding Blake Brock, a 16-yard reception, and another Longhorn first down.
105 in the first game, and we're sitting at 55 in this one. So yes, the defenses of Texas and Oklahoma have come to play more than Iowa and A&M. But again, either one of these teams, they don't care how it gets done. So long as they're leading on the scoreboard when that clock hits 0, they're going to be happy.
Now at the 27 of Oklahoma, 3 down linemen for the Sooners, 3 receivers to the left. Tolbert under pressure, throws right, finds Mai stumbling inside the 10 to the 8. It's 1st and goal for the Longhorns.
Bryson Mai has a really great ability of every time he gets touched, whether it's going down on a tackle, on a run, on a pass game, he just goes forward. It's just like, look at this. He's got 3 defenders, and I'm still going to fall forward for another 5 yards. That's just the player that Bryson Mai is.
1st and goal now at the 9. 2 by 2. Mai to the left of Tolbert behind him. Here we go. Mai will get the delayed handoff up the middle, spins free, gets 1 yard. 2nd and goal.
Good carry by Bryson Mai, but we're going to be going into this 4th quarter at a 1-score game.
31-24, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to enter this 4th quarter. Make sure you get your 4s up. Make sure you get the biddies up. You're watching the CFSL presented by BX1 Sports on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. 3 platforms, 75 viewers. Only 1 more quarter of football to determine who plays the Aggies in the national championship. Welcome back to the 4th quarter. Can the Longhorns tie it up? Tolbert scrambling, throwing right. It's incomplete. Probably good that Mai didn't catch it because he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, right here, if you're Texas, you are 1 of 7 on 3rd down. You're down by 7 here. You got points in your back pocket, but you feel like you need 6 on this play.
Pick with 4 biddies. Thank you, Tolbert. Under pressure, throws in the back corner of the end zone. It is knocked down by Weinrich. 4th and goal.
Yeah, Ben, James, OG Vaughn, Nick, 4 bits as we go to the 4th quarter, and Texas is going to go for it here.
You gotta love the aggression. 2 receivers to the right as he throws short of the end zone. Barry Thomas, a 3-yard reception. It's a turnover on downs, but we are on safety watch.
Ryan Moreland says it all the time on his broadcast. I guess he didn't tell it to his team, but you throw short, you stay short.
Del Este in the gun in his own end zone. They're going to go with the option. He is sacked or tackled for a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11.
Cease Miller credited with that one, but there were 2 other Longhorns there as well. Marshall Madden, you got Lindholm. The entire defense is there. Again, we're on safety watch, David. You're inside the 5. Del Este has to play smart.
At their own 4, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Oman will get the carry going to the right side. Oman gets out for 6 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And Jakob Lindholm right there, diving to slow him down on 2nd down to set up a 3rd down right here. And Oklahoma's going to go heavy pass.
3 by 2 set for Del Este. Throws to the middle. And he was short to begin with, but Hayward Crocker Jr. does a good job finding a seam in the middle for the 1st down.
Marshall Madden had the stop and just missed the receiver.
2 receivers to the right now, 1 to the left. Tight end in motion out to the left for a 2nd receiver. Del Este keeps it himself, running left. Del Este cuts back inside. And Del Este 14 yards on the carry. It's going to be a Sooner 1st down.
And that'll be Del Este's 20th carry of the night. He is over the century mark on the night as well. Mateo Del Este is now approaching 1,000 rushing yards on the season.
Yeah, and keep in mind, he is the quarterback, not the halfback. Del Este in the gun, and it's going to be triple option. He keeps it himself. Del Este is taken down after a 10-yard gain.
123 now on the ground for Del Este. If he can get up to 181 on the night, he will eclipse 1,000 yards.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Del Este hands this one off to Oman. Oman starts inside, cuts to the left, loses 1 yard. That will be 2nd and 11.
Grayson James has been ridiculously busy on that defensive side. 11 tackles, 3 TFLs, and a sack to go with it. And again, Oklahoma knows what they want to do. So does Texas. It's mano a mano who's going to win.
Empty set for Del Este. 2nd and 11, throwing right. Finds his receiver. It's going to be a 5-yard catch. 3rd and 6. Felton with the reception.
And you see Mike in chat, vintage Del Este. It's really hard to believe that Del Este is a senior and he has one, maybe two more games.
Del Este throwing left. It's a floater, but finds Hayward Crocker Jr. It's a Sooner first down.
Yeah, Crocker has been really good this second half. 6 catch on the night. Trusted by Del Este to convert that. A +10 margin on first downs.
3 receivers to the right. Del Este tries to keep it himself. He is sacked from behind by Tulsa Green. It's a loss of 2.
Yeah, Del Este's up there with the likes of Gunnar Rice and Kevin Price for North Carolina a couple seasons ago. Those big dual threat quarterbacks that can get it done on the ground and through the air. But when you watch Del Este and you play against him, he just does it differently, man.
He does for sure. 3 receivers to the right. Everyone calling for a stop from the Longhorns. And Del Este takes off running right. Del Este 6 yards. It's 3rd and 6. Can the Longhorns get off the field here?
Yeah, Mike, I know there's only one more game, but I was counting this one as the 1 game and then the championship if they make it being 2 games. I haven't really. This one's still going.
He does have the senior game, so technically that is 2. But here we go. Del Este throwing left. It is incomplete. The Longhorn defense getting a crucial stop here. 4th and 6. Sooners will be punting.
And Del Este had a receiver. It's just he was 4 yards out of bounds. You got to find somebody in the field to play to give yourself a chance to move the ball right there. An 11-play drive stalls, and we're not going to have a 4th and brand moment, David.
Oh, I tell you what, the first camera angle kind of got me a little bit excited. But ladies and gentlemen, 5:57 left in the ball game. 31-24, Oklahoma on top. A great stand by the Longhorn defense. Can the offense led by Spunky Tolbert come out and get a game-tying drive with this possession? As we see Tolbert there, 336 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. He is hungry to lead these Longhorns for the game-tying drive. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 5 to his right in the backfield. 1 receiver motions from left to right. 4 down linemen for the Sooners. Tolbert throws to the middle, finds Mai. It's an 8-yard reception for the Longhorns.
Good catch by Kryzen. Mai got kind of folded like a lawn chair at the end of that one, but it is an 8-yard gain. And anytime you can get 8 yards on first down, you're going to be happy.
3 receivers to the left now for Tolbert. Going to go wide receiver screen. It pays off. It's a great catch and a great route by Luther McDonald. 6 yards and a Longhorn first down.
And McDonald gets credit with the catch, but Mateo Macias was the one that made the play there, getting the block that would have sent that as a pick 6. Good blocking by Macias. 2
receivers to the right. They're going to go wide receiver screen again. Lamar Carr sniffed this one out. And will bring up 2nd and 10.
And not as great blocking on that play as it was on the previous play. Oklahoma starting to sell out on that screen pass.
2 receivers to the right now, 1 to the left. Tight end in motion left to right. Pump fakes to the right. Takes a shot deep down the right side. One-on-one coverage. Lamar Carr, his 2nd straight deflection. That brings up 3rd and 10 from the 35.
Lamar Carr's trying to help his defense call game, but that's 2 deflections and back-to-back plays.
Tight end motions out to the left as a receiver. 2 by 1 now. As Tolbert under pressure throws right. Has a great route by Macias. Comes back for 1st and 10 for the Longhorns.
3rd catch for Macias on that beautiful comeback route. Spunky Tolbert, 364 passing yards on the night. Again, man, I can't say anything else, man. This is such a damn good game.
It has been for sure. Now the Longhorns at the 49. 2 by 2 for Tolbert. Mai comes out for a pass, taking a shot to the right side. This one is intercepted. Lamar Carr, they have tested him on this drive. 2 deflections, but add an interception as he has been lights out for the Sooners on this drive.
Luther McDonald had him beat. Spunky needed to put a little bit of air on that one, but the 3rd time is his charm for Lamar Carr, the junior. 2 deflections first. Now he gets the pick.
2 receivers to the right for Del Este. Omen in the back, comes out for a pass. Will receive the pass at the 40, gets out to about the 45, brings up a 2nd and 5.
Good job by Sebastian Omen, turning nothing into something. 5 yards on first down. Again, it's going to keep Oklahoma in front of the chains and let them do whatever they want.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Omen will get the carry up the middle, picks up a 6-yard carry. First down for the Sooners.
Now Oklahoma has 2 rushers at the century mark. Sebastian Omen joins Del Este. They have done that multiple times together this season.
At the 49.5 or the 48.5, almost gets the Longhorns offside. Del Este quickly throwing right, finds a receiver. That's going to be Cruz McKenzie with a Tony 10.
And Tony 10 right there by Cruz McKenzie. I see Baby J in chat. This chicken's so good. My wife's going to pick up chicken. I'm excited for when she gets back.
2 receivers to the left, play action. And Del Este throwing right, finds McKenzie again. It's an 8-yard pickup and another Sooner first down.
The underneath to Cruz McKenzie has been open all season, and it's continuing right here. His 5th catch of the night.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Del Este in the gun. Omen getting the carry. Omen met in the backfield, being taken down by Griffin Moreland. He was the second Longhorn in on the play.
And Moreland's 7th stop of the night. It does put Omen back below the century mark. I know personally he's going to want to get back up above those 100 yards.
Now 2nd and 13 from the 34 of the Longhorns. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Del Este keeps it himself on the read option, taken down after a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 7, and the Sooners are in striking distance.
If I'm Texas, I need a sack here because Oklahoma is in field goal range, and that would make it a 2-possession game.
3 receiver to the right now for Del Este. He's scrambling, thrown off his back foot, incomplete. Will they go for the 45-yard field goal? We will see in just a moment.
They're going to put it on the right foot of Finkel here and see what happens.
Hopefully it's not places out if you're a Sooner fan. 4th and 7. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. The Sooners 34-24. They have extended this to a 2-score game with 3 minutes and 18 seconds. And just like that, we are in store for an absolute barn burner final in this game.
And the soccer-style kicker out of Collier County puts it up by 10. But Texas, like you said, they are not done yet. Cody Scott, 31, has been getting it done all night long.
Absolutely. So 1st and 10. The Longhorns start at the 34. 2 receivers to the right. 1 to the left. Tolbert in the gun. By to his right. Tolbert under pressure. Throws this one. Incomplete, out of bounds. Going to be 2nd and 10.
And the Sooner defense starting to pin their ears back. They know Tolbert's going to need time to throw, and they're going to rely on Jackson McHenry to get there.
3 receivers to the right now, 1 to the left. Tolbert again under pressure. Tolbert will take off running right. Tolbert just runs over the first defender, picks up 7 yards. 3rd and 3.
We are under 3 minutes to go here, David. We're very clearly in 4-down territory, but if you're Texas, you don't even want to bother with it.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. You want to move quick, save your timeouts. Tolbert is going to throw this one incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 3. You don't want to go backwards, so you can't be mad at that.
No, again, it's smart decision from Spunky Tolbert. You'd like him to find somebody. But again, the Sooner defense top down, they have played better in the second half.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. High out of the backfield. Tolbert, the blitz is picked up. Takes a shot to the left side. Has an open receiver. Macias, a 20-yard reception. And a huge 4th down conversion.
But a big hit by J.T. Weinrich right there. But again, Macias hangs on.
Tolbert taking a shot down the right side. It's a wide open touchdown. Longhorns!
We saw a one-handed interception by Devin Dudley. Now we see a one-handed snag by Luther McDonald. Look at this throw by Spunky, only where his guy can get it. He says, let me show you what it's like to really wear number 88. And with 2:31 left, 5 plays, 65 yards. It is now a field goal game. Texas has all 3 timeouts. David, 3 overtime games in this playoffs. Oklahoma and Texas have been in all 3 of them. It would only be fitting if we get number 4 here tonight.
I mean, will we have some free football? 2 minutes and 31 seconds. This kickoff will be returned out past the 20 to about the 27. Leroy Peterson, a really good night in the special return.
Yeah, he really has, and again, setting up the Oklahoma offense well in position, but you're looking at the highlights here. It has been all number 1 and number 17 on the ground, and I would highly expect that's exactly who's going to be touching the ball here. It's going to be Del Este. It's going to be Sebastian Oman. Oklahoma knows it. Texas knows it. The fans know it. We know it. Chat knows it. Who is going to win the matchup?
Well, the question is, do they find maybe Evan Shan, who's made some big plays this year, as the defense focuses on Oman, and Oman does get 1 yard on the carry, 2nd and 9.
And it's exactly what Texas wanted to have start on that play right there. Only a 1-yard gain. Holding on to their timeouts. I would expect if they stop them again, they will use their first one.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Del Este, under 145 now. Oman running left, they stop him, and there is that timeout with 3rd and 8 at the 30.
Now, what does Oklahoma do? Do they try to convert the 3rd, or do they just waste another Texas timeout?
2 by 2, Del Este. He dances around, throws left, finds Evan Sham. A 10-yard reception, and the Sooners get a huge first down.
But they do step out of bounds, David, and they do step out of bounds. And how close did Del Este get to crossing the line of scrimmage?
Here is a running play by Oman as Texas takes their timeout, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they have 1 timeout left, David. The first down here ends it for Oklahoma.
Here we go, Del Este to Oman. Oman running right, loses 2. The final timeout from the Longhorns, 3rd and 13.
And this is the game, David. If Del Este and the Sooner offense convert, they will be going to the national championship.
2 by 2, Del Este deep down the left side. It is knocked down, 4th and 13. They're going to have to punt it here. Texas, no timeouts left, but we'll have about 1:25 on the clock.
Yeah, they're going to probably have to go pretty close to the length of the field. Granted, Cody Scott has it, but he must have punt.
Oh, the worst time in the world for the All-American, who already does have a kick 6. Now they have 79 yards to go, 1:22 on the clock. Tolbert in the gun, tight end in motion, right to left. Wide to his left. Here's a snap. Tolbert taking a shot deep down the left side, has a receiver all the way down to the 33. Macias, 44 yards, and a Longhorn first down.
That puts him over the century mark in Texas, already on the door of field goal range.
Tolbert throwing right, finds Macias again. He gets out of bounds, 1:13. It is 2nd and 6.
And here's what it is, David. They're in field goal range. Probably want to get a little bit closer and feel better about it. But you can end it here if you get a touchdown.
Empty set for the Longhorns. Throw into the middle. And it's going to be a first down for the Longhorns. Right there, 1st and 10.
They are on the door of the red zone, and they're going quick, David.
They are. We're now 1:05 left on the game clock. Tolbert throwing left, has his receiver, Charlie Joe, 18 yards. It is 1st and goal for the Longhorns.
I mean, did we expect anything different from Red River 2.0? Inside the 5 are the Longhorns. And you got a guy like Bryson Mize, Spunky Tolbert. What are we going to do here, Texas? Field goal's in your back pocket, but you're staring down the barrel of 6.
Are they moving too fast as Tolbert keeps it himself? Touchdown, Longhorns!
That is going to be the question, David. Is there too much time on the clock? 58 seconds and 3 timeouts for the Oklahoma Sooners, but it stands at a 3-point lead for Texas. 5 plays, 76 yards in 24 seconds. But now it's back on the generational talent of Mateo Del Este. A field goal does them nothing. A touchdown will put them back in front. 600 bits from 4 CD. 1 minute left in this semifinal.
Here is the return. Leroy Peterson, 23 yards. A recap, ladies and gentlemen, 54 seconds on the clock. Oklahoma down by 4, all 3 timeouts. What can they do? 7 bits from Gould. Thank you very much. Then we're going to see the Sooners Mateo Del Este, the generational talent. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. As he dances to the right, he has hit trying to unload it. It is now 2nd and 10.
And the All-American Bernie Cole was a half step away from a crucial sack, but Del Este does get it out, and the clock stops at 51 seconds.
1 receiver to the left, 3 to the right for Del Este. Going to the middle. It's an H-West 4-yard reception, 3rd and 6 as Oklahoma takes the first time out.
Texas is playing top down, forcing Del Este underneath, but they are now pressed up.
It's an empty set for Del Este, taking a shot deep down the field. It is knocked down. Jackson Lucas with the deflection. 4th and 6. The ball game on the line for the Sooners.
I'm speechless. I can't say anything.
2 by 3 for Del Este. Can he convert? Throws left, has his receiver. It's a turnover on downs. The Texas Longhorns. 38 seconds on the clock. Oklahoma does have 2 timeouts. Victory formation's what I would expect, but they're going to make a play here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mai gets the carry up the middle. Oklahoma timeout, 36 seconds.
And 1 more timeout for the Sooners. A first down effectively ends it. 700 bits from Johnny, but I mean, what a comeback by the Longhorns.
Well, Mai up the middle. It's a first down. And holy cow, it's going to be an all-Texas national championship. Texas and Texas A&M as Tolbert victory formation. The final snap. The Longhorns have come back in the final minute to take the lead and win and punch their ticket to the national championship on Monday night. Cade, let's send these people home.
Texas A&M is in their 3rd national championship in 4 seasons. The Longhorns are in their national championship for the first time under Ryan Moreland as AD. I met Ryan back in the season 17 national championship as he was quarterback of Oklahoma State and I was a D tackle for Michigan. It's only fitting that he and I meet back up on Monday night. What a season by Oklahoma. What a career by Mateo Del Este. But you could not have written a better final. Texas versus Texas A&M. The chat is going to be toxic. The game is going to be electric.
Absolutely. I would like to thank our associate producer, Austin Crow, our executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course, Kate Padgett, my partner in the broadcast booth tonight. On behalf of all of us, you've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, 3 platforms, and a fantastic football game. I want to thank all of you guys. We will see you Monday night for the award show. Make sure you get your votes in, 1 vote per person. Don't forget that. And until then, keep your game face on, your spirits high. We'll see you Monday night for what's going to be an epic national championship. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week.